Hello, once again, good morning. You are welcome once again to my page. You are welcome to Catfish Solution Academy. My name once again is Trimini Otutola Isa Abiodun DTM, your great anchor on this channel. Yeah, today is the 21st of the September year 2023, and this is the part 3 of my video titled How to Become Successful in Catfish Hatchery. And I'm trying to bring out some points here for hatchers, most especially hatchers that are not really keen in putting best practice in order to make a result. So that is why I'm bringing up this video. From this video, from the episode 1, you will watch that when I was visited by the boss in my farm in Lagos before coming to Ibadan. But today, 21st, I injected the selected fish. You can see from the episode 2. That means the part 2 of that video. I injected them in Lagos at night. I injected them around 3 a.m. Yeah, 3 a.m. so that it could be ready around 12, because I'll be going to Ibadan in the morning so that we can meet up with the hatchery process in Ibadan. Since I will have to put up many things in place in Ibadan, I need the injection. That means I will need the latency period to delay a little bit. So we arrived in Ibadan successfully, and our broodstock is being separated and ready for the spawning process. But before then, for you to be a successful catfish hatcher, it is paramountly advisable for you to take every measures to precautions, meaning fully well that you need to be safe in every aspect of a catfish hatchery. Safe from one, the kakaban you are using. There are majorly 3 categories of netting for kakabans. I'm not talking about the sack one. I'm not talking about other measures, maybe the leaves and other measures people are using. I'm talking about the floating kakabans. It is important for you to understand the netting, the sizes of net that you will use. Let me give you an instance. If you use a net that has a very big hole, or you use a net that is flexible, too flexible, that by the time you draw it, the hole will give gap. This is dangerous for your fryers, because this automatically called what we call 24-a-day pollution. This will drastically pollute and erase all your fish with the twinkling of the eye. So knowing the type of net to use, the sizes of net to use, is one of the important parameters, best practice to be successful in catfish hatchery. And I normally advise your netting to be a little bit stronger one, that when you draw it, it doesn't give space. So you must check the net very well. So you must understand the net very well. So, and I will advise you out there to go to the aluminium shop to get a very good one, because from there you get a very good net. That is an expo for those of you who can take into this opportunity. So after the netting in the farm, what we try to do, and what I advise you to try to do, is the water. Try to check all the parameters of your water. It is important, essential, and very, very important. Know the parameters of your water. As you can see from this video, getting to Ibadan, the first thing I did is to go and check all the waters. And I told you, in this farm presently we have 3 filtrating system, which is done online. This filtration system was done by me online, and the filtration system is perfectly working well. The filtration system is to control the high turbidity of the water, the high TDS of the water, the high hardiness of the water, and ion of the water. So all that is being done before coming down to the farm. So the next thing to do is just for me to check, and after checking, those filter that I noticed that is highly consumed with dirty and particles, I will have to flush it out, and I will have to sterilize and rinse it before the hatchery process, which you will see most of them in the video. So after doing that, the next thing to check is what you need to check: your hatchery, check the water, check the parameters of the water, lay your kakaban in the water, check the temperature of the water. As you know, the temperature highly determine your incubating period, and temperature to determine your latency period. So after you might have done this, another very aspect part you need to check is your inlet and the outlet of your incubator, depending on the sizes of the incubator you are using. Let us go to the inlet. The inlet means where the water is coming in to the incubator. So how is the water coming out? What are the piping solution you put in place for the aeration of the water? So sometimes if your water is coming with 1-inch pipe into the incubator, it is advised to want to reduce it to 1.5 inches. After 1.5 inches, you now reduce it to 1.25 inches. So the 1.25 inches will be the one serving the incubator. Why is it serving the incubator? It's serving the incubator because it will gushing out, and this can automatically help you and assist you in order to reduce what we call the ammonia or the dissolved oxygen in your water. Yeah, and again, you must notice some in your hatchery. Notice that your inlet and outlet are purely adjacent to each other. This will allow you and convenient you to do what we call the fish flow through system. And from the background, what you are watching from the background is the sterilization of all the items, all the materials we are going to use. And by the time maybe you have the kit to check for the salinity of the water, and you discover that the salinity of the water is high or low, but it is very, very low, it is advisable for you to add some salt into the water. This will prevent your fishes from microbial infection. That means the early fungal infection that may attack your newly hatched fryers. And most important for you to notice is your net. What type of net are you using for your outlet? From this video, you are going to experience what we call high rate of fish mortality. Mortality does not mean death. Sometimes mortality means escape. Sometimes your fish do escape from your outlet when you are running flow through, because of what? The way you did your outlet and the way you position your outlet, the way you position your outlet and the sizes of net you use for your outlet. So what really happened here is that the net used there is a white net, but by the time I got here, I need to remove all the white net, and I doubled it just for an experiment for them to know how you can lose all your fish, all your millions of fish within just 1 week. This can happen when you use a wrong netting for your outlet. The wrong netting comes in terms of the type of net you are using. So you have to use what we call the chevron. It is advisable for you to use an chevron. it is advisable to use chiffon. It comes like the scarf that our lovely woman do use. That's what they call chiffon, so it is advisable for that.